Now on 4 News Now at 6, today is a weather alert day and snow is still piling up in places. I'll let you know how much more snow we're going to get and when you can expect a warm up in the first alert forecast.
And the race for Spokane City Council president is on. Current council president Brianne Beggs announced he isn't running for re-election. Which candidate he is supporting and who is running against her.
And using artificial intelligence to battle wildfires. We'll show you how it can help detect fires before they become a major threat. You're watching 4 News Now at 6 o'clock.
As the sun goes down and temperatures drop, those wet roads will start to ice over. So if you're headed out tonight, take it slow. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kirsten O'Connor.
And I'm Aaron Luna. Our team of weather experts have declared today a weather alert day. We'll send it over to Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker in the First Alert Weather Center. And Chris, you've been talking about this storm for days now.
Well, and it certainly turned out to be a big one, a record setter in Spokane. But things are beginning to slowly taper off. They're not coming to a complete stop, but we still have some spots where you have very, very light precipitation, little bit of heavier banding as we get into North Idaho, but nothing like we saw earlier today. Temperatures around the region are dropping down around freezing and a little below in spots, but perhaps more importantly, our road temperatures are below freezing across the region or right at freezing. It's 32 on the roads around Airway Heights in downtown Spokane. 32 degrees. Wet roads are refreezing and places where we're seeing some light snow. That snow is starting to stick again on the roads that have not been treated. We have a winter weather advisory. It's been extended twice today. Originally set to expire at noon, then 3. Now it's 10 o'clock tonight, but most of the accumulating snow tonight will be in North Idaho. As we take a look at our forecast for this evening, we'll keep a slight chance of snow in Spokane through about 9 o'clock and then things taper off. But we can't rule out a few more showers on the way for tomorrow. Meanwhile, I do want to show you real quickly the past 24 hours. The snowfall really has centered itself around the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene area. Here we are in the darker blue. That's in the 4 to 8 inch range. And we have taken reports of up to 7 inches of snow from St. Mary's up through Spokane and Coeur d'Alene and into southern portions of Pend Oreille and Stevens County. And again, that snowfall record for Spokane, almost 5 inches of snow, and we could still add a little bit to that. Our old record was 2.8 sent back in 1950. Again, might not be done with the snow in spots. I'll be back with your Saturday forecast in just a few minutes. Kirsten.
Thank you, Chris. Now is the time to download the 4 News Now weather app and turn on push notifications to get important updates about the storm sent straight to your phone. Well, this winter weather feels like it's lasted all day and all year. Technically, spring, though, should be just around the corner.
Well, most of us probably had our fair share of snow so far. Others, they're still kind of enjoying this wet and snowy late season storm. Emily Bloom went downtown to get a sense for how we're all faring, and she has a look at current road conditions as well. Emily.
Yeah, Kirsten and Aaron, we are driving down Division right now. As you take a look, you can see the roads mostly wet at this point. No issues at all here on Division. And the snow has let up as well. As we shift through the next couple of hours, though, as Chris Crocker mentioned, things are going to be changing. So if you're headed out, you are going to want to take it easy on the roads. In terms of how we're all feeling about this, well, it's mixed emotions.
There's lots of it, and I'm waiting for it to stop so I can go home and do my walks. Yeah, I didn't expect this much.
2 to 5 inches across the Spokane Metro.
I hate it. It's so bad. I wish we didn't have it.
This woman is bearing a smile, but not sugarcoating her feelings on the late season snow.
It's like seasonal depression, but like still going on.
And one end of the spectrum to the next.
I love it.
Yeah?
It's gorgeous. I woke up this morning about 5:30 a.m. and it was just falling down. It's beautiful.
Meanwhile, others still not happy to see the snow, but embracing it anyway.
I thought it was done like 2 days ago when it snowed, but it's pretty.
I had Chris Crocker do some digging for me. The last snowfall of 2022 was April 16th, and it capped off 3 straight days with measurable snow, plus a record snow on April 14th.
I can't wait. I want that sun. But actually it's not that bad because it's not that cold.
With spring right around the corner, that's hopefully our light at the end of the tunnel.
We're just waiting for it, so can't wait. I'm pretty sure it's going to be like late April.
I'm very ready for spring. I do not like the snow. I do not like the weather.
You bet I'm ready for spring.
Well, March 20th marks the first official day of spring. That is just 10 days from where we're at right now. If you're hoping to swap out the skis for the golf clubs, well, you're probably going to have to wait at least a few more weeks. Reporting in Spokane tonight, Emily Bloom, 4 News Now.
Emily, thank you. A man accused of exposing himself near off-campus sorority housing near WSU could soon be released on bail. Jason Olin was in court this morning in Whitman County. A judge granted him $2,500 cash bond with the stipulation that he wear a GPS tracking monitor. One of the women who told police she saw him committing sex offenses last Friday spoke at today's hearing. She pleaded with the judge to keep his bail amount high over fears he knows where she lives and could potentially return if he is released. Olin is due back in court next month.
Starting Monday, TJ Menock Drive will be closed. Crews are installing stormwater and drainage pipes. The multi-million-dollar project is to prevent things like motor oil, landscaping chemicals from reaching the Spokane River. This means there will be major detours in place for anyone trying to cross the bridge. Take a look at this map of detours. If you're headed north, you can expect to take Pettit Drive up Doomsday Hill, then go through the West Central neighborhood. Construction will be completed in mid-August. For a closer look at the map, look for this story on KXLY.com.
New at 6 o'clock, Washington Governor Jay Inslee says to combat rising homelessness, the state needs to increase the number of affordable housing units. According to the state's point-in-time count, there was an increase of approximately 3,000 people experiencing homelessness from 2020 to 2022.
Third issue of housing will only be successful if we face the music. And what I mean by that is you can't nickel and dime this problem. This is not a problem you can solve on the cheap. This will take billions of dollars of investment. And
Inslee called on lawmakers to approve a proposal that would give voters the option to issue a $4 billion in bond to add housing in Washington.
Walmart says it's no longer going to offer plastic reusable bags at checkouts in Washington when you'll have to bring your own bags coming up.
Plus, the Spokane City Council president is not running for re-election this November, but a new candidate has emerged, receiving his full endorsement. That story coming up next.
Four News Now on your time with Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Save your green!
What you see is important. That makes quality eye care important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopko Optical. Better eye care. You'll see. Don't need glasses. See us for your contacts and save on your annual supply.
Attention! Save up to 50% at the Hot Tub and Swim Spa tent sale this weekend at Kootenai County Fairgrounds. Why wait 100 days with a local dealer when you can have a hot tub now? Over 50 models on display. Every floor model must go. Come see revolutionary swim spas that can heat or chill the water. Bad credit, no problem. 100% in-house financing, no turndowns. Don't miss the Hot Tub and Swim Spa blowout sale at the Kootenai County Fairgrounds. Call 1-833-HOUR-SPAS or go to discountspas.com.
I want to pay way more for a better car.
I don't care what it's worth.
My credit card number is 549.
At the Cal Superstores in Airway Heights, Coeur d'Alene, and Spokane, our customers are just a little different because our inventory and prices are so good, they just kind of lose their minds.
My son will wash every car on the lot.
Dad!
I'm pre-approved for 2 deals. 2!
So if you're looking for the best selection at the best prices, go to Cal.
My name's Robert Holiday, but all my friends call me Doc. It was a nickname I got in the military. I really like the trade. I like working with my hands, and I just decided I wanted to go back to Spokane, and I said I'm going to start my own business. I believe it was about 1987, 88. I didn't have any money, and I would go door to door, introducing people, hey, I'm Doc Holiday, Holiday Heating, Refrigeration, and Appliance Repair. I was always about wanting to do it right and be honest and give everybody the best job they could possibly.
How you doing? I noticed your windows could use an update.
No, our house is only 3 years old.
Well, see, here's the thing. I mean, we're offering 40% off right now, today only. You're gonna want those new windows.
No, we're good. Hello?
How about them windows? Shoveler, now do this. Come on.
Knock out high-pressure sales with Northwest Window and Door. Let our friendly, knowledgeable sales team help you today.
What you see is important. That makes quality eye care important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopko Optical. Better eye care. You'll see.
Shopko Optical welcomes more insurance plans than ever. Call to book an exam and verify coverage.
Today, I am announcing my campaign for Spokane City Council President.
City Council member Betsy Wilkerson officially tossing her name in the ring to be Spokane's next City Council president. It's the latest in a major shakeup coming to City Hall, with current City Council President Breean Beggs not seeking re-election.
KXLY's Jordan Smith met with Council member Wilkerson this morning after her announcement. He joins us now in studio with what her plans are, along with a breakdown of the other candidates that have emerged.
Well, it was a major announcement this morning to find out that Council President Beggs is passing the torch, tapping Council member Wilkerson with an endorsement. Her platform is centered around public safety and the housing crisis that has put residents into difficult situations. A new face has tossed her hat into the ring for Council President this November.
Introduce to you the next fabulous City Council President of Spokane, Betsy Wilkerson. Come on.
Betsy Wilkerson, a well-established name in the community, hopes to replace current President Beggs and has received his full endorsement. One of Wilkerson's top priorities involves tackling the housing crisis that's handcuffed Spokane by bringing a progressive approach to homelessness, restructuring the current shelter system.
I support tiny homes, pallet homes, transitional housing, and we do need a shelter system that actually works. But we know one size can't fit all. And people need to live or be able to live in their neighborhood. So I really like the scattered model approach where there are smaller facilities in neighborhoods just like mine in Browns Addition.
Her campaign announcement was made in front of a welcoming crowd at the Carl Maxey Center. Her opponent, Kim Pleece, a Republican who recently ran for county commissioner, made her announcement in late February. It's unclear what current council president Beggs will pursue now that he's not seeking re-election, having been a lightning rod of criticism within Republican leadership within the city.
And some of you are asking, no, I don't know what I'm doing next. I have several ideas that we'll figure that out. But I promise you this, I am not retiring from the fight for change in this community. I'm just figuring out where the next big challenge is.
Still, a new face will lead the council this November. Meantime, the race for mayor is beginning to take form as well. Incumbent Nadine Woodward is seeking re-election for a second term. Lisa Brown, the former Washington State Director of Commerce, is stepping up to challenge her, having announced her campaign 1 week ago. And Wilkerson made a point to say that regardless of which policies they try to enact, the problems facing Spokane can only be solved with parties working together. She's hoping to remove partisanship from the city and put the people of Spokane first. And we'll be tracking the latest developments in both of these races as we inch towards November. For now, reporting in studio, Jordan Smith, 4 News Now.
Jordan, thank you. New at 6 o'clock, take a look at this video of a double murder suspect in Oregon running from the courtroom. You can see the suspect bolt towards the door once his handcuffs and leg shackles were removed, which is required by Oregon law. He outran deputies. After a few hours, they managed to track him down and take him back into custody.
If you don't have a collection of reusable bags, you might want to think about stocking up on them. Walmart will stop selling those thick plastic reusable bags. They usually cost about 8 cents. And this is happening in Washington next month. The retailer confirmed to 4 News Now that all stores in the state will get rid of plastic and paper bags on April 18th. Walmart says Washington will soon be one of 6 states eliminating the plastic bags that currently sell for 8 or 9 cents. They always ask you, how many bags are you taking with you? So the cloth bags and bags to keep food cold will still be available, or they should be, at a cost. Walmart says eliminating the plastic bags is a part of a company goal to achieve zero waste. The company says there are no plans to roll out the no plastic bags policy at stores in Idaho right now.
St. Patrick's Day parade tomorrow. There will be some puddles to jump for sure, but right now it looks like the parade itself is going to be dry with light winds, a temperature of around 40 degrees at parade time in downtown Spokane. I'll let you know about more wet weather in the 7-day forecast after the break.
Nothing colder than a dead body. I woke up in the middle of the night, and that's when I found her. One of the detectives was yelling in my face. They had me thinking something must have happened, and I just didn't remember it.
You think, oh, this is a movie. This isn't real life.
He's either a criminal genius or he's innocent.
Now, follow the evidence.
A huge break in the case.
The clues.
My jaw dropped.
The stunning new 2020 true crime event. Tonight at 9/8 Central on ABC.
Sign up for breaking news alerts with the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Paw Patrol Live, the great pirate adventure.
All the stars, backstage moments, serious style, the red carpet, fashion, after party.
Good morning, America. You won't want to miss it.
No one, and I mean no one, does Oscar in the morning like GMA. Was that good for you guys?
Yeah.
Coeur d'Alene Casino is celebrating 30 years and counting more than
200,000 bingo!
300,000 rounds of golf.
38,000 spa services.
1.3 million hamburgers sold.
4,000 concerts, promotions, and events.
Plus 3 $1 million jackpot winners.
And now, join us for our $300,000 anniversary giveaway. $60,000 will be given away each Friday in March. See Casino for details.
Happy 30th anniversary. Welcome home.
Attention! Save up to 50% at the Hot Tub and Swim Spa tent sale this weekend at Kootenai County Fairgrounds. Why wait 100 days with a local dealer when you can have a hot tub now? Over 50 models on display. Every floor model must go. Come see revolutionary swim spas that can heat or chill the water. Bad credit, no problem. 100% in-house financing, no turndowns. Don't miss the Hot Tub and Swim Spa blowout sale at the Kootenai County Fairgrounds. Call 1-833-HOUR-SPAS or go to discountspas.com.
Satay Bistro, Coeur d'Alene's culinary extravaganza of American fusion dining. From our extensive wine cellar to our unforgettably decadent menu, we'll move your experience beyond ordinary to the extraordinary. Satay Bistro, just off the 4th Street exit in Coeur d'Alene.
Drive it home with the Northwest Motorsport Rig. Our great lineup of lenders are offering special APRs all month long. Enter to win daily prizes at nwmsrocks.com/win. Score big with trucks, and more trucks at Northwest Motorsport.
Kidnapping heroine Elizabeth Smart 20 years later. Next, Inside Edition. She was snatched from her bedroom 2 decades ago. How her miracle return still gives hope to so many. Then, can you believe this dog cost $150,000?
I feel completely safe walking with her.
Why so many families are willing to pay a fortune for dogs like Coda.
The dog is protection.
Next, Inside Edition.
Watch 4 News Now at 6 and Inside Edition at 7.
We're not done with the precipitation. Here's a live look right now. Downtown Spokane, Chiefs fans pouring into the arena, and there's the very lightest of snow flurries in progress here in downtown Spokane. You can see some of the moisture on our lens. Snowing a little more heartily in Coeur d'Alene right now. There's a look on I-90 at Northwest Boulevard. Visibility is down. When that snow stops, we'll start to see some patchy fog developing, so that will complicate matters further. Satellite and radar definitely seeing things slowing down in eastern Washington, but not coming to a complete stop. And then we're going to keep the snow going through North Idaho off and on through the night. Our computer models have let us down a little bit on this system. They keep wanting to push it out faster than it wants to leave. Here's our computer model forecast starting off at our current time. And as you can see, it already wants to have this system mostly gone and into central Idaho, or Idaho and Montana. As that continues to move off to the east, even this model keeps at least a chance of snow going overnight and into tomorrow morning. I'm stopping this at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning because it's showing this one band of snow moving through the Spokane area. So we'll keep at least a chance of snow in the forecast through tomorrow morning before things dry off region-wide more meaningfully tomorrow afternoon and evening, heading into a dry Sunday. Here's a broader view, the big picture of this area of low pressure slowly making its way into Montana. Will finally be taking the last of that precipitation. Along with it, we get a break until the next system moves in Sunday night and into a wet Monday, but that system looks like it is mostly going to be rain. Overnight lows tonight will be down below freezing. In fact, our temperatures are already dropped below freezing in most locations. Wet roads are refreezing as the roadways are below freezing in advance of the temperatures. Highs tomorrow, 40 in Spokane, 41 in Coeur d'Alene, not quite up to average. Our average high is in the upper 40s, but with the sun angle such as it is this late in the season and temperatures well above freezing, we're going to melt a lot of snow. Watch for standing water on the roadways and maybe hold off on this car wash until things start to dry out a little bit. It might be a while. The windshield wiper fluid, however, you'll want to make sure you have plenty of. We spring forward Saturday night into Sunday morning. Sunday, we're up to 46. We're back up around average through the 7-day forecast, a little above some days, a little below others. Sunday night into Monday, we have rain on the way, 37 the morning low. So we are looking at all rain Monday, possibly a little bit of snow mixing in here and there in the extended forecast. But shoveling will likely be something we can put behind us after tomorrow morning. Aaron?
Chris, thank you. Another storm is making its way through California, bringing heavy rain and the risk of historic flooding.
Flash flooding, closing highways and turning roads into rivers. Take a look at this road that was completely washed away in the Bay Area. In the Central Valley, crews are rushing to install sandbags and concrete barriers ahead of more rain.
Once this thing comes out of its banks, we aren't going to be able to stop it.
In Southern California, at least 13 people are dead in mountain communities east of Los Angeles. People trapped in their homes for weeks, running out of food. President Biden declaring a federal emergency, sending FEMA to more than 30 counties in the state impacted by severe weather.
A husband and wife in Western Washington killed in their home. Police say it started with a podcast. More on that story coming up. Plus, add AI to the list of tools firefighters have to battle wildfires. We'll explain how it works coming up.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
Fresh out of Papa Murphy's kitchen, the limited time double bacon cheddar pizza.
Actually, it's fresh out of my oven.
Dad, it's just an expression.
Nacho cheddar cheese sauce, crispy bacon, Canadian bacon? Now that is an expression.
Change the way you pizza.
At Washington Trust Bank, can't is a 4-letter word.
I think we should hire more people.
Doc, I'm late for a meeting.
I'm thinking of starting my own practice.
Do it. Too much capital.
We need a warehouse.
I can't imagine how we do that.
We should knock that wall down and expand.
Do it. There's always another wall beyond the wall.
We believe you can do whatever you set your mind to, and we'll help you get there. Washington Trust Bank, privately owned, locally invested.
Wow, you guys really are taking the Zags Win You Win promotion seriously.
Oh, yes, ma'am. If the Gonzaga Bulldogs win the 2023 National Championship, Bill's Heating is going to be refunding up to $6,000 of people's eligible equipment purchases, including yours.
Well, I hope you win.
Yeah, we got this.
The doctor will see you now. But do they really? Do they see that crick in your neck? That ache in your heart? Will they see that funny little thing that wasn't there last year? The new bounce in your step? The way your retinal scan connects to your blood sugar? At Kaiser Permanente, all of us work together to care for all that is you.
Use me to take a bite out of food waste and help the environment.
How'd you do that?
Well, give me yard waste, food scraps, heck, even your food soiled paper like pizza boxes, paper towels, and coffee filters. I'll take it to be composted and returned to the soil.
And we'll still be here for the rest.
Learn more at SpokaneCountySolidWaste.org.
Fresh out of Papa Murphy's kitchen, the limited time double bacon cheddar pizza.
Actually, it's fresh out of my oven.
Dad, it's just an expression.
Nacho cheddar cheese sauce, crispy bacon, Canadian bacon? Now that is an expression.
Change the way you pizza.
4 News Now is brought to you by Panhandle Carpet One, Coeur d'Alene.
New at 6 o'clock, bull market, limit order, and going long are just some examples of terms that most day traders use all the time. But for the rest of us that use the stock market, it can be extremely confusing.
I had no idea what you were talking about. It gets even worse when you're trying to decide if you should put your money into an index fund or buy individual stocks. ABC's Melissa Adon explains how to start the process.
If all of your money is in checking and savings accounts, it may be time to consider investing.
Keeping your money parked in cash in a savings account, while that's helpful for day-to-day transactions and having rainy day savings, it's not really what's going to ultimately get you to a place of financial security.
Financial expert Farnoosh Torabi says that you could earn more money over the years by investing rather than those standard bank accounts.
And the best way to do that historically has been through investing in the stock market.
And nowadays, you can outsource to automated investment platforms to set up and manage your portfolio for you.
You don't need a degree for this anymore. You don't need time for this anymore. The days of spending hours and hours and hours laboring over which investments to pick and then still not knowing you are making the right decision or not are long gone.
The digital platforms come at a fee, but Torabi says it's a much smaller fee than working with human advisors who often use the same technology to guide their clients. If you're strapped for cash,
you don't have to be wealthy to invest, but you do have to invest to be wealthy. You can open up a brokerage account. You can start investing in your company 401k with as little as $10 a day. Start with what you have.
Torabi says the most important decision you need to make is to start investing.
Just say to yourself, I'm going to do this. I'm going to commit to this and prioritize this.
Melissa Adon, ABC News, Los Angeles.
New jobs numbers are out today, defying expectations and revealing an economy still not slowing down. While this may be good news for job hunters in the White House, some economists warn the road ahead may be bumpy. According to the Labor Department, the U.S. economy added 311,000 jobs in February, a dip from January, but still surpassing expectations. The unemployment rate also dropping slightly by 0.2%. Leisure and hospitality had the most job growth.
Worrisome trend is perhaps that there is a structural increase in demand for travel and hospitality, and that's going to keep pushing up demand for workers and wages in that sector, which is going to make the Fed's job all the harder.
According to Glassdoor, the hot jobs market shows the economy isn't cooling down, and the Federal Reserve's aggressive efforts to tackle inflation have not been enough.
The real fear right now is that this is apocalypse delayed instead of apocalypse now. Higher interest rates are in the pipe. And that's just going to make borrowing and consumption and investment all the more expensive in the back half of 2023.
Migraine sufferers will soon have something new to try to relieve their headaches faster. Pfizer says the FDA has approved its new nasal spray for adults with migraines. It's called Zaspret, and it's considered a rapid rescue treatment. Pfizer said the nasal spray could relieve migraine pain within 15 minutes. That's important because many people with migraines have significant nausea and can't tolerate medications they have to swallow.
A man drove across the country and killed a husband and wife in their home.
How police say the suspect knew the woman, coming up next on 4 News Now at 6.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
Adventure awaits at Silver Mountain Resort this winter. Enjoy some of the best terrain in the region, only 30 minutes east of Coeur d'Alene, right off I-90. Family, friends, and smiles as big as the wide-open vistas. Relax in a beautiful condo just a stroll away from dining, water slides, indoor surfing, and 84 degrees. And a gondola ride away from our new covered carpet lift, tubing, and acres of snow rider heaven. Your winter adventure awaits at Silver Mountain. Book today at silvermt.com.
92.9 CZU. CZU.
Whether you're in the market for affordable furniture, clothing, or vintage treasures, you'll find what you need at UGM thrift stores. But checking off your list is not all you'll accomplish. Every purchase and donation opens the doors for men, women, and children experiencing homelessness to get the help they need. Your support provides food and shelter, job training, and holistic recovery services at Union Gospel Mission. Stop in today and offer life change.
All
All paws on deck as Ryder and the crew set sail in Paw Patrol Live, the great pirate adventure. For more information, you can go to PawPatrolLive.com.
Playing First Interstate Center for the Arts, March 25th and 26th. For tickets, visit PawPatrolLive.com.
Vroom, vroom. Oh, don't worry. I'll make sure to leave plenty of space when I pass by. I think 200 feet is right here. Thank you. That looks safe to me. And if I can't move over, I promise I'll slow down at least 10 miles an hour below the speed limit or no more than 50 miles an hour. You promise? Promise.
We want everyone to get home at the end of the day. When you see vehicles with flashing lights or people working on the side of the road, move over or slow down.
Attention! Save up to 50% at the Hot Tub and Swim Spa tent sale this weekend at Kootenai County Fairgrounds. Why wait 100 days with a local dealer when you can have a hot tub now? Over 50 models on display. Every floor model must go. Come see revolutionary swim spas that can heat or chill the water. Bad credit, no problem. 100% in-house financing, no turndowns. Don't miss the Hot Tub and Swim Spa blowout sale at the Kootenai County Fairgrounds. Call 1-833-HOUR-SPAS or go to DiscountSpas.com.
Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6:30.
It is a record-breaking snowfall tonight in the inland Northwest. There's the Spokane Arena. Because of all this snow, this is a hard sell. Washington State University is telling students to wait until road conditions improve before heading home from spring break. Good advice. Not sure if that'll be followed.
Yeah, Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker is here with us. And Chris, can we expect the snow to come to an end anytime soon?
Things are improving. I will say 195 has been tricky today with some blowing and drifting snow if you're heading north from Pullman, but things are improving. Here is your forecast. Starting off, we did have an alert day for today, and it certainly turned out to be quite a day of snow. We did break a record for the day, and I'll tell you all about that later in the broadcast. But right now, I do want to tell you that our winter weather advisory, it was extended from noon until 3 earlier today, and now all the way until 10 o'clock. And that does include the Idaho and Washington Palouse. That was added because we've had some heavier snow bands through parts of Latah and Whitman County earlier in the day. Those heavier snow bands are starting to peter out, but we do still have snow, and things will quiet down a little bit in Spokane and then pick right back up, and that's what's happening right now. We were starting to dry off a little bit, but now right along 195, we're seeing some steady snow in progress. Things get a little bit lighter as we head out towards Spokane Valley, Liberty Lake. Post Falls has had a big day. Just got a viewer photo measuring 8 inches of snow in Post Falls, and also down in Cheney. Spangle has had a lot of snow today. Temperatures around the region still just above freezing in spots, but that will not be the case for long. And more importantly, the road surfaces are all below freezing around the region, so wet roads are refreezing. And as that snow falls, where it was melting on impact, especially on the treated roads, it is now starting to stick again, and we are seeing evidence of that even on some of those heavily traveled roads. Snow will continue to taper off overnight, but we have the possibility of some snow showers tomorrow morning in Spokane, and then dry for the rest of the day. A high temperature of 40 degrees. It's going to be a sloppy, wet day with puddles everywhere. Our average high is 47. I will be back with the second half of your weekend forecast and tell you about the wet weather on the way for next weekend in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Chris. With all this snow on the ground, it's hard to think about peak wildfire season approaching.
Soon, though, firefighters in eastern Washington will be able to respond to fires faster, which can nip fires in the bud before they cause much damage. Tonight at 6:30, Bronte Sorotsky explains how a San Francisco-based company's AI technology would change how firefighters respond to fires.
Wildfires are starting to pop up in Washington year-round. Well, thanks to a new AI tool, firefighters will be able to respond to these as soon as they start.
And those resources can be extremely effective when used when the fire is small to nip that fire in the bud and prevent it from becoming a mega fire.
Pano AI uses 360-degree cameras and artificial intelligence to spot a fire as soon as smoke appears. It then sends out an alert to local first responders who can watch the fire's progress in real time and see exactly where it is.
It will give us a better idea of how to access the fire, which is critical to getting fire resources there faster.
This pilot partnership with Pano AI means fires can be put out quickly, saving land and lives.
And if we have a fire that we just can't control, that gets out of control and is potentially going to impact or hurt our firefighters, then we can look really quickly and figure out how to get them out faster too. So not only do we get there faster, but we can make it a safer environment for the firefighter to work in.
Using the artificial intelligence, collaboration between agencies will become easier and more coordinated.
Because of many factors, including climate change, fires are spreading faster today. And because of that, fires are spreading across jurisdictions. And so cooperation across multiple cities, counties, the state and federal agencies is essential.
With this technology, fires could be put out after only burning about 5 to 10 acres instead of becoming a mega fire. These devices could be here locally and ready to use in as soon as the next few months. Reporting in Meade, Bronte Sorotsky, 4 News Now.
Get ready to spring forward once again, but don't let the time rob you of any sleep. Since sleep is pretty essential for our physical and mental health well-being, experts say start preparing for the time change right now. Start by moving your bedtime and wake time up about 15 minutes. That'll help yourself get used to the new time.
If that's not possible, then make sure you start waking up at the new time as soon as possible and exposing yourself to as much bright light in the morning to help your clock get back onto schedule.
You can keep your body's clock in check through healthy sleep habits. Meltzer says that includes maintaining a consistent sleep and wake schedule, turning off your phone before bed, and avoiding caffeine in the afternoon. Investigators in Redmond, Washington say it started with a podcast and ended with a 33-year-old woman and her husband killed in their home.
Police suspect the killer was a stalker who tracked her down. He too was found shot dead. KOMO's Hannah Knowles has more.
May never know why somebody would do this.
On a quiet residential street in Redmond, gunfire erupts overnight. 3 people now dead after a potential stalker breaks into this home.
They said that he was stalking her, so there has certainly been a history.
Redmond police say the shooter is a 38-year-old truck driver from Texas. He had a no-contact order filed against him from the woman living here.
This is just a tragic situation that we don't often see that in Redmond.
Her mom was the one who called 911. She managed to escape and run for help.
He had an altercation with the mother. Sounds like he shoved her, and then she was able to escape to the neighbors.
Her 35-year-old husband, shot in the chest, found dead on the front lawn.
This is just a really unfortunate event that happened, and I'm not sure what could make someone do that, to be honest.
Well, the accolades keep pouring in for Gonzaga star Drew Timme. Coming up in sports, our Alex Crescenti tells us what's the latest list he made and how he feels going into the NCAA tournament.
Sign up for breaking news alerts with the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Rebath Spokane.
This is Ford Truck Month, America. Time to get into Ford F-150. All amped up and ready for work or play. Get 0 for 36 plus $3,000 low APR cash on a 2022 F-150 XLT at your local Ford dealer.
She was looking so fine.
Where's the butler?
It's John Butler. Hate being judged by your name? So do we. At Consign Furniture and Jewelry, we're not what you think. Our inventory is the best in the Northwest. Like this, and this, and this. Check out the most unique shopping experience in the universe.
Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning is your family-owned and operated #1 HVAC contractor in the Northwest. Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning would like to introduce our own carbon reduction program. Buy a new energy-efficient furnace from Bill's Heating and receive a heat pump with installation absolutely free. No hidden fees, no conditions, no exceptions. Buy a furnace, get a free heat pump from Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning. Call today for estimates and repairs.
No matter where you are in your financial journey, we're here to help you along the way.
Open a free Ascend checking account and you can earn 3.50% APY on balances up to $15,000 with no minimum balance required. Bring your finances to new heights with our checking that pays you dividends. Get your account today at p1fcu.org/ascend. P1FCU, your community, your credit union.
This is Ford Truck Month, America. Time to get into Ford F-150. All amped up and ready for work or play. Get 0 for 36 plus 3,000 low APR cash on a 2022 F-150 XLT at your local Ford dealer.
Next ET, what to expect come Oscar Sunday.
It really is one of the best things about the show.
From the performers to the presenters, plus the former winner providing some liquid courage. Then
I am very excited.
Our exclusive backstage with the stars at the Beauty Awards and your first look at Felicity Huffman's TV return, post-college admission scandal.
It takes us out of our siloed existence.
Next ET.
Watch 4 News Now at 6 and Entertainment Tonight at 7:30.
Start off with, I want to show you the map of where we saw the heaviest snowfall so far today over the past 24 hours, actually. It's in this area in dark blue, including Coeur d'Alene and Spokane. No wonder it was such a tricky day on the roads. St. Mary's, and you may end up the big winner in this snow-a-thon because it is still snowing there, and you've had some really heavy bands go through. Had some reports of not so bad up north, but there are other pockets, 6 inches in Meade, and then that extends to some areas of Bonner County as well, where you see the lighter blues, less snow and more melting as well. In Spokane, we have had a snowfall record today. We had just under 5 inches of snow at the airport. You may have had more at your house. I'm quite certain I did at mine. The old record, 2.8, and that was set all the way back in 1950. We're already well above average snowfall-wise for the season, also for the month, and it's only the 10th. Here's a look at a zoomed-in look at the snowfall over the past 24 hours, and you can see there were some pockets in Spokane that got less snow than others, mainly right around the Airway Heights area, although Cheney, I've seen some impressive snowfall totals there, and we are still seeing some snow falling across the region. It has not quite tapered off. In fact, quite the opposite. As we head just south of Spokane, we're seeing some re-energizing of that snow, and we'll continue to see the snow in North Idaho right on through the overnight. Not everyone is sad about the snow. I wanted to share this photo before we get into the ski report. From Lookout Pass today, they did not name this skier, but she was celebrating her 80th birthday today out in the Powder. So if you're thinking you are too old to get out and enjoy the snow, you are certainly not. And hey, Powder Day is fantastic on old joints. I speak from experience. 33 for a high tomorrow at Lookout with more snow, 8 inches they've had over the past 24 hours. And these ski reports, a lot of them were earlier this afternoon or even this morning. So some of these numbers are going to be even higher. 5 at Schweitzer, 49 degrees north. It was a great day there. Powder skiing and 8 inches of snow. It was a little windy today. Tomorrow will be very, very nice across the region. Last weekend for night skiing at Lookout Pass, 1 inch at Silver Mountain, but there's more on the way. Your planning forecast, set your clocks forward Saturday night into Sunday. Still the possibility of a little bit of snow in the morning in Spokane, and then we should stay dry till Sunday night, and then the wet weather returns almost like it knew where the weekend was and was going to stop precipitating just in time. And we have a lot warmer weather on the way. Kirsten.
Thank you, Chris. It might not seem like it today, but the first day of spring is just 10 days away.
To get excited for the transition, we want to give you a bird's eye view of one area just north of Pullman that offers great hiking trails, spectacular views. Let's go for a ride on the Air Force drone over Kamiak Butte County Park.
Kamiak Butte County Park.
We are in Whitman County, about 9 miles north of Pullman. It's 298 acres. We have lots of recreational opportunities here due to the unique landscape of the park compared to the surrounding area. The day use area here has a playground and plenty of shade. Other popular activities here at the park include picnicking, photography, bird watching, snowshoeing in the winter, camping, and of course hiking. There are 5.5 miles of trail. For visitors that would like just a quick hike with a view, they can hike to the ridge from the parking lot and back in about a half an hour. For visitors that are wanting to see the summit, the loop trail that goes to the summit is about 2.5 miles long and can be done in about an hour. The view from the top of Kamiak Butte is spectacular, and that's one of the main things people come here to see. And from the top, you can see Pullman and Moscow, and on a clear day, you can see all the way down to the Blue Mountains. Kamiak is a very popular place for photographers. Photography is becoming a more and more popular thing for people to get out and do. Folks like to come take pictures of the sunset up here from the top of the butte. And it's a fantastic place to take pictures of wildlife and the surrounding hills and the farm fields. Yeah, that's part of what makes Kamiak so popular, is its uniqueness compared to the surrounding landscape. Magnificent forested butte in a sea of agricultural fields, and so it provides that wonderful recreational oasis for people to come and play around in this awesome, beautiful park.
Here's a look at ABC's primetime lineup tonight. It's Shark Tank at 8, followed by 2020 at 9.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
Law Tigers present the 18th annual Spokane Motorcycle Show this weekend at the Spokane Fairgrounds. One Wheel Revolution stunt show, swap meet, Budweiser Biker Bar, Law Tigers Great Gas Giveaway, and more. The Spokane Motorcycle Show this weekend at the Spokane Fairgrounds.
Attention! Save up to 50% at the Hot Tub and Swim Spa tent sale this weekend at Kootenai County Fairgrounds. Why wait 100 days with a local dealer when you can have a hot tub now? Over 50 models on display. Every floor model must go. Come see revolutionary swim spas that can heat or chill the water. Bad credit, no problem. 100% in-house financing, no turndowns. Don't miss the Hot Tub and Swim Spa blowout sale at the Kootenai County Fairgrounds. Call 1-833-HOUR-SPAS or go to discountspas.com.
You didn't choose cat allergies. You didn't choose your hairline, hot flashes, the flu, or that thing when your knee just gives out for no reason. You didn't choose your bad back, or this, or that. You didn't choose depression, melanoma, or lactose intolerance. But with Kaiser Permanente, you can choose your doctor who works with other best-in-class specialists to care for all that is you.
When Aspen Dental told me that my dentures was ready, I was so excited. I love the confidence. I love that I can flash this beautiful smile and make the world smile with me. I would totally say Aspen Dental changed my life.
Aspen Dental makes new smiles affordable. Right now, get 20% off dentures. We do anything to make you smile. Schedule your consultation today.
We celebrate our 28th anniversary the same way any self-respecting casino would, by giving you a shot at $28,000. Qualify all month long with hot spins and super spins for your shot at the cash on April 1st. Anniversary specials for midweek rooms at the Kootenai Falls Lodge are just $59 or $89 for Riverview rooms. Grab some anniversary cash at the Kootenai Casino and book your March getaway. Call 888-YOU-ARE-LUCKY or visit KootenaiRiverInn.com.
Law Tigers present the 18th annual Spokane Motorcycle Show this weekend at the Spokane Fairgrounds. One Wheel Revolution stunt show, swap meet, Budweiser Biker Bar, Law Tigers Great Gas Giveaway, and more. The Spokane Motorcycle Show this weekend at the Spokane Fairgrounds.
4 News Now is brought to you by End the Violence.
That is freshman Cougs basketball player Miles Rice ringing the bell, announcing he has finished treatment for non-Hodgkin's lymphoma.
when you hear that bell, if you know anybody who's gone through this, it just automatically makes kind of chills go down your spine. The point guard had to sit out for the season because of treatment, but the school says he is working hard and he can't wait to make his college hoops debut. Alex Crescenti is here. And Alex, what an emotional day for him.
Yeah, an entire journey over the last few months where, you get this devastating news at the beginning of the season before, practice even starts. And now to get to this point, it's just, the games don't matter in the long run. This is what matters in his health. But Rice was set to join the team in Las Vegas today if the Cougs could advance to the Pac-12 tournament semifinals. But the Oregon Ducks had other ideas. They came out of the gates and jumped all over the Cougs in the first half yesterday, going up by as many as 19. But to Washington State's credit, there was no quit in this team, and they cut the deficit down to 8 at the break. Then in the second, they managed to take a small lead before Oregon shut the door on any kind of an upset and any kind of hopes of Wazoo faithful making the NCAA tournament for the first time in 15 years. Now the team is going to have to sit and wait and see if they can make it to the NIT for the second straight year.
We're hopeful. We obviously had good success last year. We played an incredibly tough schedule, non-conference, and I would like to think that our net would be in shape and our finishing 5th in a Power 5 league, the 5th place team in a really good league that I think our odds would be good. And we're going to play. We're going to prepare as if we are for sure, and hopefully find out where we'll be playing on Sunday.
Now, one team that will be headed to the NCAA tournament is the Gonzaga men. They clinched their spot into the big dance by winning the West Coast Conference tournament on Tuesday night, blowing out rival St. Mary's. Now, according to ESPN's Bracketology, the Zags are still on that 3 line and headed to Columbus, Ohio for the first 2 rounds of the tournament, but a lot can change over the next 2 days. And the accolades keep pouring in for star forward Drew Timme, as today he was named a Naismith Awards semifinalist, which is given to the nation's top overall player every year. Timme is 3rd in the country in made field goals and 6th in points. He's also shooting better than 62% from the field this season. Earlier this month, Drew announced that he would be in his final year at GU, and the reality of the end may be starting to sink in as his last NCAA tournament is just days away.
And it's just like any tournament. You're playing because it's the last time you can put that uniform on. You don't know if you're going to get hurt. You don't know if you're going to, I don't know, something's going to happen. Every time you put that jersey on could be your last, so it's nothing different.
And the Gonzaga women will also be headed to the NCAA tournament, but it won't be as a conference champion after they were upset by Portland in the WCC tournament championship on Tuesday afternoon. And that loss could end up hurting them big time as they're projected as a number 9 seed in the tournament and headed to Columbia, South Carolina, where they could face the number 1 ranked Gamecocks in the second round. And the Washington State women have a lot to celebrate over the past week as they won their first Pac-12 championship in program history, and they're going to be headed back to the tournament for the 3rd straight year. ESPN Bracketology has them as a 6th seed and headed to Durham, North Carolina for the first 2 rounds. Of course, we're going to have a lot more in terms of the seedings and locations as those they will be revealed on Sunday.
Cool. Alex, thank you. Well, the Oscars are just 2 days away, and behind every camera movement and musical performance, there's a dozen people working behind the scenes to make sure everything goes smoothly.
ABC's Chris Connolly sat down with the showrunners who have been at the wheel for some of the biggest and most chaotic moments in Oscar history.
Oscars executive producers and showrunners Ricky Kirshner and Glenn Weiss know a thing or two about live TV. Kirshner did Prince's Super Bowl halftime show.
There's a mistake.
Weiss was Oscar's Cool Under Fire director during a Best Picture snafu.
This is not a joke. Moonlight has won Best Picture.
And The Slap. Amid their under-wraps surprises, they say keeping the excitement high inside the Dolby will be a big key. Helping that, the comedic approach of host Jimmy Kimmel.
What we want to do is have a fun and funny show, but not at anybody's expense. Jimmy has been great about that.
I knew I would screw this show up. I really did.
What makes a great Oscar moment, Ricky?
Well, a lot of times it's a great speech.
Kirshner knows. He produced the Tonys the night Hamilton won it all, just hours after a mass shooting at a gay club in Orlando.
And love is 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 love cannot be killed or swept aside.
We didn't write love is love is love is love for Lin-Manuel Miranda. that became the moment.
From Natu to Lift Me Up, anticipation's been building for performances of the nominated songs.
Like, This Is the Life.
This is a life.
A lot of it will evoke the movie. That's kind of what we do in live TV.
Glenn Weiss.
Weiss once did something else on live TV. At the 2018 Emmys, he proposed.
You wonder why I don't like to call you my girlfriend? Because I want to call you my wife. Will you marry me?
Will we see anything like that this year?
No, because I'm married.
But it's time to come alive. We at the Oscars Sunday night.
But while there's nothing like a happy ending, these two know the Oscars needs a great beginning. They think they've got one.
You will see what we think is one of the best openings of an Oscar show.
And from the moment we start that open, the rest of the evening is just going to fly right by.
You can watch the 95th Oscars right here on ABC this Sunday, starting at 5 o'clock. Be sure to catch a special edition of 4 News Now at 3. We'll be right back.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
Celebrate the grand opening of Click It RV's new store in Yakima Valley or Click It RV in Spokane and get the same grand opening specials on travel trailers, fifth wheels, toy haulers, and Class A and C motorhomes. We guarantee it. A mile north of the Y on Newport Highway or clickitRV.com.
Vroom, vroom. Oh, don't worry. I'll make sure to leave plenty of space when I pass by. I think 200 feet is right here. Thank you. That looks safe to me. And if I can't move over, I promise I'll slow down at least 10 miles an hour below the speed limit or no more than 50 miles an hour. You promise? Promise.
We want everyone to get home at the end of the day. When you see vehicles with flashing lights or people working on the side of the road, move over or slow down.
Whatever plans you have, whatever future you imagine for yourself, Idaho's public colleges and universities are here for your journey. Here to help you explore and develop your potential and expand your vision for what's possible. Here so that you can take advantage of opportunities presented by Idaho businesses and industries that want and need your talents. Here for you, for us, for Idaho.
Hey, Greens. How's everything going today?
Hey, Robert. We're good. Just checking in on that car loan we applied for.
No worries. Let me pull that up. Yep. Looks like you're approved and all set.
Hey, that's great news.
So, you headed over to the dealership now?
Yep. Just gotta make one stop first.
And we got a great rate, too.
Walker's Furniture is overstocked with over $15 million of inventory, and more shipments are arriving daily, so we're forced to have an overstock clearance sale. Get big discounts of 15, 30, even up to 40% off select items in the store, with some discontinued items up to 70% off.
Our loss is your gain, as we have to make more room in our warehouses for new shipments arriving daily.
So for a short time, you can get big discounts
while supplies last at Walker's.
Celebrate the grand opening of Click It RV's new store in Yakima Valley or Click It RV in Spokane and get the same grand opening specials plus liquidation prices on all 20 to 22 RVs. Nobody will beat our prices. We guarantee it. A mile north of the Y on Newport Highway or clickitRV.com.
4 News Now is brought to you by Sandpoint Furniture Carpet One.
It is still snowing and picking up in intensity in some spots, including Liberty Lake, Post Falls. You are getting more snow, much lighter around Coeur d'Alene, but some of this heavier snow is headed your way. There is a general drying trend tonight, so eventually this system is going to move out of the region, but we still are under a winter weather advisory until 10 o'clock tonight.
No, we'll have more of that tonight on Nightside as well.